Good morning, guys, and welcome to today's prediction analysis. It's my pleasure to welcome you guys to today's games, and it's the weekend, right? Why I look forward to the weekend is that this is the time where you have a lot of games to choose from, and it's easier to win on weekends than any other day of the week. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe because the truth of the matter is that this channel will provide you with food. And when I was saying this 3 weeks ago, some of you who had joined for the first time probably thought I was maybe boasting or bragging. But if you've been on this channel for the past 2 weeks and you've played every day for the past 13 days, what that means is that you have won 11 out of the last 18 days. Right. So unfortunately, yesterday we lost again for the second time in 13 days, which is crazy. And I remember telling you people that this period, especially this week of cup matches, is so unpredictable, right? And the reason why it's unpredictable is that this is the only time that bookies are able to penetrate, are able to, bribe, clubs and get them to do what they want, right? I mean, when you look at Real Madrid, the way they played, it makes you think about a whole lot of stuff. Real Madrid being unable to beat a team that was promoted to La Liga just 2 seasons ago, plus the many other games that didn't go well. So there's a lot of match fixing going on, but it's done in such a sophisticated manner that you won't know. And that's why people come here and argue. They argue stupidly in the comment section, right? Because it's done in such a sophisticated manner that you think, it's just normal football. It's football. Anything can happen. But again, I keep saying people who used to bet 10, 15 years ago would realize that betting was so much easier, was so much predictable. But bookmakers have made it really hard. But I mean, we've tried. We've really tried. And I do appreciate every encouraging comment you people leave in the comment section. I deeply appreciate it. It encourages us to keep doing our very best, and I'll make sure I do not disappoint you guys. Right. So we have to keep things simple. That is what I keep saying. There's a lot of match fixing going on, and we really need to keep things simple to do well. If we fail to keep things simple, if we want to get ahead of ourselves, then you'll be inviting these bookies to just destroy you. So that's why I stick to 3 games for now, maximum 4, because it's a very difficult time and it's not going to get easier. Right? International break begins next week. And if you're not part of our VIP, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. It's going to be very hard. So the first game we have is Inter Milan Atalanta. So Inter Milan has resumed, right? They've played 2 matches so far in their league. They won one and they drew the other. Atalanta isn't doing too badly. I mean, they went away to Leeds. They beat Leeds 4 goals to 0. And unfortunately, they crumbled before Torino. And Torino will be very strong this season. I've watched them play and I'm so impressed with Torino. It's a team to watch out for. Torino is playing today, but I want to monitor them for a while. I don't want to play them when they're playing away. But if they're playing at home, I'll be the first to pick them. They'll be very strong this season. And that's why Atalanta lost to Torino away from home. So Atalanta keeps struggling away from home and it keeps showing. It just keeps showing. Head to head, it might interest you to know that in their last 5 meetings, Inter Milan has never lost to Atalanta, which is a very good record. They've never lost to Atalanta. So what am I going with? My prediction is simple, right? This is a game Inter Milan will win in 90 minutes. And the reason I expect Inter Milan to win is because of their standings. So Inter Milan and Juventus are usually, up against each other. They are usually always fighting each other to try and see who's going to be at the top, who's going to win the league in 90 at the end of the season. And Juventus, a match fixing giant, has started well, even though it's all in a bit to confuse people to bet on them, and then they'll sell some of their matches. They've started very well. They've won two games, right, in a row, which has put them at number one. Inter Milan, on the other hand, has won just one and drawn the other game. So what that means is they need to win today. If they fail to win today, Juventus will give them more gap, and they don't want that. They don't want that. And given that they have such a fine record over Atalanta, they'll go all out to pick maximum points. So what am I going with? My prediction is simple, as I said. I'm going with a draw no bet for Inter Milan. And the odd for a draw no bet is 1.24. The next game we have is this Genk, whatever you want to call it, against Westerlo. So when you look at this home team, they resumed the league, right? They've resumed their league. They've played, I think, two matches. Let me confirm. How many games have they played? They've played two games. They've played four, right? They've played four games, right? They've won their last two matches. They won their last two matches, as you can see here. They went away to Bayshot. They won. They played at home and beat Club Brugge. Club Brugge is pretty strong. And then they lost to, is it Leuven? Yeah, they went away to Leuven and then lost. And then they drew Standard Liège. So the point I'm trying to make is when they play at home, they are pretty strong. Right? They were able to beat this Club Brugge team, which is a very strong team. And yeah, they are such a strong team. And then you check Westerlo, this Westerlo team. Let's check Westerlo's performances. So when you check Westerlo's performances, right, they've played how many games? Five games. One, two, three, four, five. So they were able to win three games, right? They were able to beat Cercle Brugge. They were able to beat Michelin. They were able to beat Royal Union, right? Okay. But interestingly, two out of these three wins came at home. So two out of these three games came when they played at home. Now they went away to Gent, they lost, okay, and then they drew when they played at home to Leuven. So their last two games, they haven't been able to pick a win. They haven't been able to pick a win. So the point I'm trying to make is Genk is now in very good form. As you can see, they've won their last two matches. Right? They've won their last two matches. And this is a home game. This is a very important home game for them. And what's even more beautiful is that head to head supports this home team. They have never lost to the away team in their last five meetings, which is really, really interesting. Right? And this is the last week before they all go off for international break. Right? This is the last week before they go off for international break. So the point I'm trying to make is this is a game that Genk will win in 90 minutes. I expect them to win in 90 minutes. And what I'm going with is a draw no bet for this Genk team. So a draw no bet for Genk team is priced at 1.32. Okay? 1.32. And finally, we have an interesting game. It's an Egypt Cup final. And I'm going to tell you guys a little story about Pyramids NZ. Pyramids in the Egypt League. I think it's probably the only team that I would say did not fix a game in the Egypt League. They were extremely excellent. They were able to win several of their matches. And the only team that stood in their way was Al Ali of Egypt. If it wasn't for Al Ali, they would have won the league. And I'm telling you that they didn't fix a game. Al Ali did fix some matches along the way. Other teams did fix them. But this team was very, very excellent. I mean, look at their home form. Five games and not even a loss. Right? You expand, you keep expanding. And the last time they lost at home, again, as I said, was to Al Ali. This has been the only team that has dealt with them. And you can expand and go on and on. They were so excellent. They were literally so close to winning the league, but Al Ali didn't allow them. And now they have a chance. They have a chance of finally laying their hands on a trophy. Otherwise, this season is just going to be useless. And that was why they were able to propel themselves to the final of this competition because they need to lay their hands on this trophy as a reward for their hard work. Z has equally been excellent. I mean, we can even investigate some of the teams that they played along the way. So when you look at Z, um, yeah, when you look at Z, they beat Ishmaeli 1-0, Modern Sports 1-0, Ceramica, Cleopatra 3-0. So most of their wins in these cup games were marginal. Okay. So mostly marginal. But then you look at these pyramids, the teams that they had to defeat. They were able to defeat a team like El Ghana. El Ghana is extremely strong. Right? El Ghana is even stronger than Z that is playing in the final. They were able to beat them. Not 1-0, not 2-0, 4 goals to 0. Okay. So the point I'm trying to make is their head to head, even in normal league games, their head to head tells you everything you need to know. In recent history, the last three head to head, Pyramid has beaten them. So the truth of the matter is that this is a game Pyramid will win in 90 minutes. This is the only chance and opportunity they have of laying their hands on an important trophy after failing to win um, their league. So what am I going with? I'm going with a draw no bet. And the odd for a draw no bet is priced at 1.24. And these are the matches that we have for you. And let's see how we can recover. I've done my best. We can only leave the rest to the players. And for the booking code, join our Telegram channel, right? The link to the Telegram channel is in the comment section. And then I usually paste the booking code on top of the video when you join the Telegram channel. It's my pleasure, and I deeply appreciate you guys. Like this video, subscribe, and see you guys on the flip side.